What's good, YouTube? Hope all is well with you. This is DeValiant Scents coming at you with another fragrance review. And yes, this is the last stop aboard the holiday hype train. And the background goes as such: because of YSL Tuxedo and its growing popularity, all of a sudden now there's rumors, and it's actually going to happen, that it will then be discontinued. And because of that, what happens? Of course, that price goes up, but then if people can't afford that, the next best thing is a clone. Couldn't get my hands on the Tux from Maison Alhambra, so the other one I was able to get my hands on after it was sold out and then it got restocked again was from the House of Fragrance World. This is Suits. Suits from the House of Fragrance World, and it does say at the bottom, make sure I can see it, Eau de Parfum in the silver. So this is Fragrance World Suits, and we're gonna pull this up. So you can see the opening, and right there is Suits. As you can see, I've gotten a little bit of it down there. So I've had a chance to sample this a good amount for a couple of days. Sorry about the fingerprints. But yeah, this bottle was full all the way up to the top. So I will give them that. All the way up to the top, this thing was full. And so it might not look like much, but this is several days of wearing. And we're going to get into, there's a box, it's all white, the box all around. So we're going to get into the note breakdown. I have a funny thing here for you. First of all, be careful who you're trusting as far as the list of fragrance notes. I just wanted to get, of course, this is not on Fragrantica. That's my main go-to for the note breakdown and whatnot. Of course, a lot of opinions on there as well. But from Amazon, we have fragrance notes of white floral, tuberose, amber, animalic, woody, salty, leather, tropical, musky, and coconut. Don't trust Amazon in that regard. Don't trust that about this item. No, for fragrance, no, don't do that. And the best thing to do in this regard would be to go to the clone anyway, because you want to know, okay, what are the similarities to the high-priced or discontinued, hard-to-get original, which is YSL's Tuxedo. So we'll pull that out, and then we will then begin the main accord breakdown for YSL Tuxedo, which this is not, but it Suits, it's a clone. The main accords are patchouli, amber, vanilla, ozonic, warm spicy, fresh spicy, balsamic, woody, rose, and aquatic. And then if we go from the main accords down to the note breakdown, we go with top notes of violet leaf, coriander, and bergamot. Then middle notes of rose, black pepper, lily of the valley. And then base notes are patchouli, ambergris, and bourbon vanilla. So how does Suits match up to those notes? So first of all, we're gonna give another spray here. Make sure, oh, that's the one I have the other one on. There we go. Very wide sprayer. So, wave it, wave it, wave it, wave it. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected from the last time I smelled it. Okay, so for me, I get a little bit of violet leaf from what I remember the fragrance oil violet leaf. I get coriander. I do not get bergamot. I don't get rose. I get a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of spiciness. I don't get lily of the valley. I get patchouli for sure. I don't get ambergris. I don't get bourbon vanilla. So, for the holiday hype train, I was saying the first one, Calmer, was a good fragrance. even though it's not really that much of a clone of Angel Share. I was saying that Club Black may or may not be a clone, but it smells similar to Spiritus Double Vanille, and it's a good fragrance. On this one, though, I'm sorry to say that we're crashing and burning on the third and final stop of the holiday hype train with Suits. I cannot recommend this because it doesn't last. And I've said it before, I'll have Molecule 01 for helping my warm weather fragrances to stretch. I'll have Molecule 04 for my colder weather fragrances to stretch. I would not waste Molecule 04 on this. I wouldn't, to layer it. It's just not even worth it. I'm disappointed because it doesn't last at all. And then all I really get is patchouli that dominates. Of the things that I said, I get little hints of everything else. I get if this would at least have the spiciness to last for more than literally 30 seconds for me, then I'd probably give this a little more leeway. But after about 30 seconds, I can't even get the spice, and so I just get the patchouli and that's it, and then it doesn't last on my skin at all. I would say more than a half hour to an hour, and then I would have to re-up. Nobody can smell this on me. If I spray a lot of it, then somebody can smell me up close. This is not an eau de parfum. I know it says it on the box, but this to me is not an eau de parfum. This is an eau de cologne. This is what is the weakest concentration and is next to water. It doesn't last more than 30 minutes. For me, this does not perform on my skin. And again, this was the hype beast. It was the hype train, because if you couldn't get Tuxedo and you couldn't get the Tux, then you went for Suits, and then this sold out, which drove up the price. So I had to pay $45 for this. I really wouldn't pay, honestly, more than $20. If I could do this all over again, I would not pay more than unless this price dropped back down to under $20, then I would buy this. And at best, this is gonna be a car air freshener for me. Car air freshener, room air freshener, bathroom air freshener, whatever. But this does not seem like something, and I'm saying that because I don't want to waste money. But this is not something I see as a go-to at all for any real occasion. Even just daily chores. I mean, the office maybe, and I spray it and nobody smells it. Why? I'll spray a whole bunch of it in the car so I can get a feeling for it in the car when I'm driving or something like that. But other than that, I do not recommend this fragrance. It's a bust for me, and it's sad to say for a holiday hype train, but that's the real for me. It may work for you, but for me, there's so many other better clones of fragrances, and like I said, I haven't smelled the Tux yet. I haven't smelled Tuxedo in a long time. I have smelled it before, but it's been a long time. So, I would need to refresh my memory with that, but it's a matter of getting my hands on it, or at least getting a sample. But this one I do not recommend. But like I said, I'm gonna use it up. But, take it at your own risk. If it works for you, great. It's a cheap buy. If that works for you and you just want something light that doesn't last hardly at all, you just want to smell it on yourself, that's fine. But I don't see this projecting on your skin. I don't see this as a compliment getter, other than if somebody just likes straight patchouli. Because like I said, the other notes that I get out of those are kind of faint, and then those go away really quickly. And then you're just left with a nice, decent smelling patchouli that doesn't last itself. So yeah, I can't recommend this, but that's how it is on the review game here on YouTube. I appreciate all of my subscribers and viewers. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. This has been a review of Suits from Fragrance World by yours truly, DeValiant Scents. I appreciate, again, all my subscribers. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, believe until you stop breathing. We'll see you in the next video.